Bienvenidos. Welcome to Spain on a Fork. It is so great to have you here. Today we're grabbing Spain's famous potato omelet, known here in España as Tortilla de Patatas, and taking it to the next level, folks. We're talking a Spanish potato omelet with spinach and Manchego cheese. Once again, we're grabbing a handful of basic ingredients and turning them into an extraordinary dish. And let me tell you, the flavors of this Spanish omelet are seriously mind-blowing good. Now, to make this recipe, 2 key ingredients. The first one is the Manchego cheese. This is what gives this omelet that incredible punch of Spanish flavors. And the second one is the Spanish olive oil. This is what flavors all the ingredients and brings it all together to make this Spanish omelet. I'm using one from the Georgetown Olive Oil Company, truly one of the best Spanish olive oils money can buy. You'll find links where you can get these 2 ingredients in the description box below. Really quick, before we get started, a shout out to one of my patrons, Mac Morford. Once again, Mac, thank you so much for becoming a patron of Spain on a Fork. I truly appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. Helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. We're going to begin by cutting 3 small to medium-sized Yukon Gold potatoes that have been peeled and rinsed. I like to cut each potato into 4 evenly sized quarters. Then cut each quarter into 2 pieces, and then into small pieces that are about 1/8 of an inch thick. For the next ingredient, we're going to grab 1 large onion and finely dice it. Moving on, I'm going to grab 2 cups of tightly packed fresh spinach. This is the bag kind. Like I always tell you, I love this stuff because it's pre-cleaned and pre-cut. I'm going to transfer the spinach into a cutting board and roughly chop it. For the next ingredient to prepare, I'm going to shred about 2 cups of Manchego cheese. The one that I'm using in this recipe has been aged for 3 months. And for the last ingredient to prepare, I'm going to crack 6 large organic cage-free eggs into a large bowl. Season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it all together until the eggs are perfectly combined together. Alright, let's start cooking our Spanish tortilla. I'm going to grab a large non-stick frying pan, heat it with a medium heat, and add in a generous 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. After heating the olive oil for 2 minutes, I'm going to add in the diced onions into the pan and start mixing the onions around with the extra virgin olive oil. You don't have to mix this continuously, but do get in there once in a while. That way all the onions are evenly cooked. About 2 minutes after adding the onions into the pan, I'm going to add in the pieces of potato and start mixing them around. You want each piece of potato to be coated in that extra virgin olive oil. And once again, you don't have to mix this continuously, but do get in there once in a while. That way all the potatoes and onions are evenly cooking. About 20 to 25 minutes after adding the potatoes into the pan, they should be perfectly cooked. You can always tell if they're done. Just pierce one with a toothpick. And if it easily goes in, they are ready to go. For the next step, I'm going to add in the spinach into the pan. You want to add it in there in batches to not overcrowd it. And just mix it around, that way the spinach easily wilts. And continue adding your spinach into the pan until it's all incorporated. Once you've added all the spinach into the pan and it's all wilted, I'm going to turn off the heat and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. and give it a quick mix. That way all the seasonings are evenly divided. Then I'm going to remove the pan from the stovetop and transfer everything into the bowl with the eggs, making sure to scrape up anything in that pan. Add in our 2 cups of shredded Manchego cheese, and mix everything together until everything's perfectly combined together. And as we're mixing this together, make sure to have that same pan that we were just using heating on the stovetop with a low to low medium heat. Once everything's well mixed, I'm going to transfer it into the pan. Once again, very important, you want to be heating it at a low to low medium heat. Otherwise, if you go too high, the eggs are going to brown and they're not going to fully cook through. And just get in there and make sure everything's in a single layer. About 2 minutes after adding the mixture into the pan, I'm going to run a spatula through the outer edges of the pan. This is to ensure that the tortilla is not sticking to the pan. Alright, it's been about 4 minutes since we added the egg mixture into the pan, and it's time to flip the tortilla to cook the other side. You want to use a plate here that's a little bit smaller than the pan, that way it fits in there like a glove. Flip it, and slide the tortilla back into the pan, making sure to scrape up anything that's left over in that plate. And just get in there and gently push down on it, that way the mixture's evenly divided. And then start compacting the tortilla to the outer edges using the back of a spatula. This is what gives the Spanish tortilla that classic rounded edge. After a total cooking time of 8 minutes, that's 4 minutes per side, this Spanish tortilla should be perfectly cooked. I'm going to remove it from the stovetop and slide it into a serving dish, folks. Our Spanish potato omelet with spinach and Manchego cheese is done. Look how beautiful this turned out. I'm going to cut a piece, that way you can see what it looks like inside and give it a try. Today, I know we're in for a treat because this came out so good. Here we go. Absolutely delicious, what can I say? But first things first, those eggs perfectly cooked through, and then inside you got that cheese that melted, that spinach, the onions, the potatoes. Absolutely delicious. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, this is just elevating the traditional tortilla de patatas, taking it to the next level using basic ingredients. Hey, if you can't find Manchego cheese in your area, you can substitute it for whatever cheese you like, but try to go on a hunt down for it because it is so good. You guys saw this. Easy to make, comes together in about 40 minutes. Serve it for breakfast, serve it for lunch, serve it for dinner. It doesn't matter because it's so good. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.